America, the land of the free, home of fast food, and some truly bizarre laws. From state to state, you'll find old, obscure, and downright ridiculous rules, many of which are still technically in effect today. Here are 10 of the weirdest laws in the US, and the strange stories behind them. 10. Alabama. No fake mustaches in church. In Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache in church if it causes laughter. Yes, seriously. The law dates back decades and was originally meant to maintain decorum during religious services. Apparently, pranksters used to show up in disguise just to get a laugh, and the state wasn't having it. So, if you're planning a costume prank in church, maybe leave the mustache at home. 9. Arizona. No donkeys in bathtubs. In Arizona, it's against the law to let a donkey sleep in your bathtub. This bizarre rule comes from a 1924 incident where a donkey was washed away in a flood after sleeping in a rancher's tub. Rescue teams spent hours saving the poor animal, and lawmakers decided to prevent it from ever happening again. So, now it's official. Donkeys and bathtubs do not mix, at least in Arizona. 8. Florida. Unmarried women can't skydive on Sundays. In Florida, unmarried women are not allowed to skydive on Sundays. The law is rarely enforced, but it's still technically on the books. Why? It's believed to come from outdated moral codes, possibly tied to traditional religious values. Sunday was a holy day, and certain activities were considered inappropriate, even jumping out of planes. 7. Georgia. Chickens can't cross the road. In the town of Quitman, Georgia, it's illegal to let chickens roam freely and cross the road. Not only is this real, it's also possibly the most ironic law ever, considering the age-old joke. The goal is to hold chicken owners accountable and avoid traffic hazards. But let's be honest, this sounds like a law written by someone who was very tired of that joke. 6. Indiana. No laughing in public transit. In parts of Indiana, there's a law that prohibits loud laughter or giggling on public transportation. It's intended to preserve public order, especially on trains and buses. So next time your friend sends a meme while you're on the bus, maybe hold in that laugh, or risk becoming a literal criminal for laughing too hard. 5. Massachusetts. Comics can't glorify criminals. Some towns in Massachusetts ban the sale of comic books where criminals are shown as heroes. This dates back to mid-20th century efforts to protect children from corrupt influences. Under this law, technically, Batman, Deadpool, and even Catwoman comics could be considered illegal. Though it's rarely enforced today, it still exists in local ordinances. 4. New York. No dancing without a license. Until 2017, in New York City, it was illegal to dance in public venues without a cabaret license. This law was passed during the Prohibition era to crack down on speakeasies and jazz clubs. Thousands of bars and clubs were technically breaking the law every night. It became a symbol of outdated control and was finally repealed after almost 100 years. 3. Connecticut. Pickles must bounce. This one sounds fake, but it's real. In Connecticut, a pickle isn't legally a pickle unless it bounces. Back in 1948, 2 pickle packers were caught selling spoiled pickles. To prove freshness, agriculture officials adopted the bounce test. So yes, if your pickle doesn't bounce, it might just be a cucumber in disguise. 2. California. You can't eat a frog that dies in a jumping contest. California hosts a famous annual frog jumping contest, and they're very serious about it. If a frog dies during the competition, it is illegal to eat it. The law exists to protect the tradition, as well as respect the frogs that take part. So, if your frog doesn't make it, don't turn it into dinner. 1. Alaska. Don't wake a bear for photos. In Alaska, it's illegal to wake a sleeping bear just to take a photo. This law was passed after tourists repeatedly got too close to wildlife for selfies, often with disastrous results. Wildlife safety is a big deal in Alaska, and they're not joking about it. So if you spot a bear napping in the woods, let it sleep. Seriously. Conclusion: these laws may sound ridiculous, but many were written in response to real and often hilarious events. Some are relics of outdated morals or forgotten times. Others are still enforced in small towns across the country. So, which law shocked you the most? Have you ever broken one of these without knowing it? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more strange facts from around the world.